everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ian is a Weirdo. Today we're doing hooks and hockey. First, we have the Carolina Senators game, and then if we want to keep it going, right after that will be the LA Kings versus the Colorado Avalanche. We're about to have puck drop for the first game, and if you want to hang out and crochet with me and chit chat, we can do that. Absolutely. I also have my little stress toy. I love this thing. It's so pokey. Pokey. So if you want to join us in Discord, post the link. So I'll pin that right there. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Ottawa has their black uniforms on as well today. Their black sweaters on because they're playing at home for the first time in the series. I mean, because the Senators and the Canes have the same exact team colors, so gotta pay a little bit more attention at who is playing what team today, but should be too bad. I don't think I've ever seen the Ottawa Senators uh, mascot before. He looks like nightmare fuel. Like, ugh. Okay, let's go Canes. The playoff outfits are always like my favorite thing to see in the crowds too. So I'm working on my hat holder. I'm gonna have a section of dark blue, a section of light blue, and then I think I'm gonna do um, gray for the rest of it. I kind of redid the pattern a little bit so that it would all be in one piece rather than pieces you had to sew together because I don't like having to do that. Okay, so just got through the national anthems, and we are going to be watching the game. It should start any moment now. My back has been hurting so much for the past 2 days. Okay, here we go. Let's go games. We win the face off. Gotta make my game a little bit bigger. Okay, so they have Anderson back in goal. Okay, thank you, Lori. I appreciate it. Okay, so Aha's not taking the draw. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Yes, I am planning to interview Amy, which I'm super excited for. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that like would be great to interview, um, that I don't know very well personally, so I haven't asked. Um, but yeah, so I have you, I have Amy, I have Zach, I have um, I think I have five. I have Froggy when knitting, and um, I feel like I have one more person. I have Winter, Winter Nightmare Crochets. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I really hope she gets to 500 too, and I know she will. I know she will. We'll get her there for sure. I think that's great that you're thinking about it and helping her get that. He's about to have surgery. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. See, I know I was thinking about Michael too, but I just don't know him as well, and so I'm not like a professional interviewer by any means necessary. And a few times that I've tried to do things on my channel where like I've interviewed people that I didn't know as well. I just don't know how to fill space very well, and I felt a little awkward, and I don't know. So that's why I was kind of a little bit selective about people that I did ask. Also, I had to know kind of what, because I'm doing kind of like prepared questions. Um, I kind of went in knowing like a little bit about what people were dealing with. Like I know these people well enough to have like had personal conversations with them about their experiences. I talk too much. I'm sure you'd be perfect at it. I'm sure you'd be so good at it. I can't imagine you doing things and not being good at them. That just doesn't track with what I know about you. Did you say Crafty Witch Andy? No, I have no idea who that is. But like, if you know someone that you think would be good for, because like I reached out to people that I didn't know, also in that same kind of vein, and it's like I don't get anything back, and I think that sometimes people think that I'm just using them to like get like clicks or something. So that always makes me feel like a little bit uncomfortable. So I think that like if you know someone who you think would really enjoy being part of like the interview um, process or whatever, then they like if you're like, hey, like Ian's doing this, if you want to reach out, like he's game. He just doesn't really know you, so you know prefers people reach out, because like I did put out like a little thing a couple weeks ago that was like, hey, I'm doing this, if anyone wants to be interviewed, let me know. and nothing came from that. So that's kind of why I started reaching out to people. So if people wanted to reach out to me and were interested, that would be a whole different thing. Yeah, I mean, like the name says everything, right? She's struggling with health. Yeah, it's so insane how, and I mean, like we understand, right? How closely connected those can be, mental and physical health. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I know that that he because he deals with so much pain and chronic health issues. I know that it was bound to be, a, you know, it's almost like guaranteed that you have mental health, issues, and it is challenging for you if you have those chronic health issues. So, but like you never want to assume and be like, hey, like because you have this, Kane scored. Stankoven has been on a roll. I'm loving this kid. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Mostly horror characters, but they're cute. Emotional support serial killers. It's funny. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cute. Let me add her. Crafty Witch 232. Ring that bell. Done. Thank you. He actually had mentioned your name for that, but it was before he had the need for surgery. Oh, yeah. Hopefully the surgery can get him some relief, though. I know he deals with a lot of pain. It's just not fair. They stuck together. What's happening over there? I feel like compulsively, like I have to go like this, do the air horn. Okay. Okay. I was like, I didn't do it when they scored because my hands were busy. Yeah, I can't either. I mean, honestly, like I can't barely get through like a mild headache without being like, you know what? It's been real, you know. So I don't know how anyone experiences a lot of pain and keeps going. I think that's it says a lot about you, um, and how tough you are. Because I am not tough. I am quite squishy. Defense did so good right there. So that could have been an opportunity for the Sens. I have been kind of a little bit like watching a little bit the battle for Pennsylvania, like the Pens versus the Flyers, and like what is going on over there is crazy. It's just the embellishment call that if you're not paying attention to what's going on, like it's kind of like a madhouse over there. It seems. Yeah. Oh, it was so clean. It was so clean. Such a clean goal. Love to see it. Especially after we've had goals that have been taken away and like all of that throughout the Hurricanes series because at this point I think both Carolina and and Ottawa have had uh, goals that have been taken away, and so I think that it's very cool. Punt that is that what's on? Um, what else was I about? No way, no idea what's going. Oh yeah, but both teams at this point have had goals taken away, and honestly, like some of them, I just think that we're gonna get to like the nitty gritty of the rules. But I just don't understand that depth of the rules, and so I'm finding myself like, very confused about why things are happening. So oops, yeah, it's crazy, right? Like I know that embellishment is like something I was just literally just hearing something like 2 or 3 days ago about how embellishment can be um, a call because I had never heard of it in hockey, and then just hearing about it for the first time, and then of course like, the Sid gets craziness. Okay, so we have a minute and 20 seconds left in the power play, Carolina's power play. Okay, I'd love to see them kind of. Let's see who's out there right now. Okay, minute left. Oilers. Oilers hasn't been the player that I've grown to expect from him throughout the season. Uh, is definitely not doing bad by any means. He's just like he's been such a instrumental person on this line, and it's not really. I think that was him right by the goal. 14 seconds left in the power play. Yeah, exactly. The soccer is like where you need an embellishment. Like the how ridiculous it is, and even like in like the NBA, I think you could go so far as to put it there. Definitely in soccer, but hockey, like these guys are literally getting their oh my gosh, look at him hop over there. Um, Yeah, but not hockey. Like they get like teeth knocked out of their heads and like just like the endless insane things. They have their hearts stopped on the bench from getting hit with a puck, and then they're like, "Can I go back in?" Like I just how like these hockey players are tougher than any anyone in any sport ever. I think. Yes, thank you for asking and checking. Yeah, the volume is great this time. Yeah, it's like, and it's different for every like, streaming service and everything. Um, but yeah, this is a lot easier to hear because the other day when I had mentioned it, it was like I had my volume all the way up on my computer and I could still like barely make out things, but you still watch it, so better than nothing for sure. But I appreciate you asking. Yeah, what just happened? Some friendly fire. Ouch. Was that a groin shot? Like not like wait, they got a Ottawa got a penalty for I don't even understand what just happened. I'm so confused. My brain's like, meh. Hey Amy, welcome in. Yeah, we were talking about you. Lori was saying how she wants to get to 500, and we definitely want to help you get to there as well. Um, you deserve it. Love to see you grow your channel. But yeah, we were talking about if I was interviewing you for the interview things that I'm doing. Bad when you hear, yeah, exactly. They hit their own player and then they got an interference call, and I'm like, what? Like, what the hell? Some of these rulings I just don't understand, and it's fine if I don't understand things. There's stuff I don't understand literally every second of every day, but it's like explain it to me. Like I wish there was opportunities for the refs to come out and explain these things, and I think that that's what a lot of people are asking for is like asking the the refs to spend time explaining their decisions, whether or not they stand by them, after the game, things like that. Especially with these goals that they took away, like that really bothered me. Oh, big stop by Allmark. Take all the help I can get. Need to make more videos. I understand. That's why I do a lot of lives. It's just like less thinking usually, but usually you put, you're on for longer, so you know how much time they truly take is I guess up to you and what you're putting out. But I love to see your work, Amy. I think that you have some really standout like crochet work, and I just every time you post that, I mean, I love hearing what you say and talk about it, anyways. But like, I really do, especially like, seeing what you make. I think it's really special. And really, you're just a very talented crocheter. I've always thought that. So okay, it's about 20 seconds left in the power play. And Amy, after this game, this is Carolina Senators game that we're watching in Discord. Um, After this game, uh, if I have the energy to keep going, I'm just gonna roll right into the Colorado Kings game. That's right after. So if you want to watch the game, you're welcome to as well. You're welcome to do whatever you want. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Yeah, I think that there are people. I just everyone's gonna run their page in their own way. Like I'm about to go into the um, like do giveaways, and it's like not something that I normally do. But I know that when I kind of was early on, like I felt like everyone was doing them so much, I felt really pressured by like just myself to do them. I felt like it was really hard to get ahead without doing them. And now I just feel like I'm at a point where like I can do whatever I want with my channel, and I don't feel pressured to do stuff like that because like giveaways can bring people to your channel, but it also doesn't necessarily bring people who will stay on your channel. It just get people temporarily, and now you can't like make people subscribe and stuff um, to your channel to have them in a giveaway. So, oh yeah, no, I totally understand. I mean, like I felt the same way where it's like I wasn't gonna do it like that, but there are some people who like they're able to do it, and that's how they do it. And, you know, but I don't think it's the only way, and I don't think it's like if you don't want to do that, then that was gorgeous. That was such good skating. God, they got it in the morning. It was so good. It's a rare thing for me. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, I think most of us, if once we've been in the game and we've like settled, most of us are going to be in that like very rare giveaway category. You never know. You never know. I mean, you will definitely get a different. Your channel will go in a very different direction. But hey, do what you got to do. So this is my hat holder so far. It's got two spaces for hats in each holder row. So it's got one on each side, and then it's got a little space for glasses in the middle. I know that Adrian at Kiwi's Crochet Corner has sold feet pics of Kiwi, her bird. So you know it works. When people do like super chats, she'll send a pics. So you know, creativity wins. Okay, come on, boys. Oh, damn it! Yeah, we have a little less than 5 minutes left in the first. Kiwi is adorable. Yeah. Too many men who got that. I think it was Carolina. Carolina's that's been kind of, I would say, one of their biggest weaknesses. It's just not being paying attention enough. Oh, I was gonna go to Chipotle the other day when they had. So it's only on the 20th that they had the uh, deal where you could go with your hockey jersey and get buy one get one. But like because my stomach has been so uh, catastrophic anyways, I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna push it with Chipotle. It doesn't matter that it's on sale. I'm not gonna make that call. Wait for the Senators. The Senators have too many men on the ice. Okay, well we get another Carolina power play. Whoa. I mean, what's crazy is that we're in the third Carolina power play with about a minute left in the third power play. Chipotle kills my stomach too. And it doesn't matter how basic I go. It doesn't matter if I avoid like all the meat. It's just something about Chipotle. It's like I'm coming for your insides, bitch. Um, and yeah, so same. That's why it was like I avoided it. I was like, you know what, it's not worth it. Um, Especially when I've been having like so many health problems, anyways. Sorry, I have a call from my doctor real quick. Give me 1 second. Forgot I had an appointment tomorrow, so I'm glad they called me. 3:45. But yeah, so I'm like looking at so shots on goal are like really close to being even, and Carolina has scored one, but they're in their third, or they just finished their third power play. Carolina has, and it's like Carolina's not putting as many shots on goal as we've seen them put in their games typically. And I know the Senators are usually pretty good at blocking shots, so less shots on goal. But still, kind of seeing a little bit. There's a little dog pile over there. Three 45. Okay. No. The way I saw that, I thought that went in. I was like, damn it. Okay, we have 43 seconds left in the first period. Carolina's leading by one. Carolina has 10 shots on goal, and Senators have 9. So just about even. Both teams are moving fast today because I think the Senators know, because they're down 2 in the series, that if they don't do something soon, they're really gonna be there's not gonna be a whole lot of chance for them turning it around. Okay, we have 10 seconds left in the first. Okay, first period is over. Sorry, I'm just totally like zoned out. It was just do 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 do. Okay. You got your tattoo today? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Congratulations. I feel like a little bitch for this sucker. Honestly, sometimes like some of them are so bad. Like you can be like a pro at getting uh you can get be like a pro at getting tattooed and be like covered and like totally blasted. Um and one tattoo is just like the worst. I can't remember which of my last twos like really really hurt because like I had the one I had on my feet was so brutal that, and like I know feet tattoos are supposed to hurt, but I feel like that tattoo in particular hurt for me because like it was um, very like mentally taxing, and like I had like panic attacks. The one I have on the back of my calf, that one was also pretty brutal because like the line mark was so precise. How long did your tattoo take? Nothing compared to today. Yeah, I personally, some people feel differently about this. I'm curious how you feel, but like personally, I find that the more needles I have, the easier it is because it like disperses the pressure and like the pain a little bit more. The less, the fewer needles, and like those to me are like I feel like they are digging so deep, and they just hurt so much more. It's so much concentrated pain that those are really really tough for me. 4 hours. Have you posted a picture yet? I haven't seen it yet. Um, that's crazy. I mean, not crazy, but like everything's gonna hurt at 4 hours. Like nothing. I think everything's gonna just be kind of rough at 4 hours. I don't think I've ever sat for that long. Maybe I'm not sure. If I have it, it's been a while. This is a very weird commercial that's going on. But yeah, I find that like if I had like a round shader or something like that, if they're using to like fill in an area or like blend or something like that, or shade, like I feel like that's a lot easier to deal with than like one needle. Where it's like ugh, ugh. This whole thing hurt. Okay, okay, cool. I can't wait to see it. I always try to get them to put a picture on it before they put like the. Oh, I hate the second skin. I feel like that always sucks hard. That looks. I love the placement and everything. Cool. I love that. I feel because like when I had the back of my calf done, I also felt like it was pretty painful. So maybe it's also one of just like those places where people don't think it's gonna hurt. So you kind of go in, you're like, oh, it's gonna be like the arm, it's not gonna hurt that much, and then it kind of does, because like because the calf was like pretty tough for me. So I wonder if it's just like a kind of painful area that nobody talks about, because I could explain it a little bit, maybe. Legs are spicy. That's a great way to put them. Yeah, it's definitely. In my limited experience, because I have like my Joker, but that's all line work, and that was like really fast. Um, and she did what her method wasn't even like complete line work, as it was kind of like thin strokes. So it just that didn't hurt nearly as bad. But my calf was like it wasn't like the worst pain, but it was like I hate getting this tattoo. This is putting me in like a really tough position, and I feel like it should and a wimp. Yeah, okay. So my Joker's on my thigh, my outer thigh, and my yeah, maybe it is. Yeah, because that's where my calf tattoo. So again, it's still curling quite a bit, but um gonna use some steam to kind of release some of that tension, have it lie a little bit more flat. Okay, I am gonna stand up and stretch because I never remember to do it when we're actually in the middle of the break, and then after the game resumes, I'm like, oh shit. I'm just like I'm still like fanboying over the stitch and how pretty it is. This alpine stitch. I really like it with the solid colors as well. Definitely, I don't think this is the best stitch to do with variegated yarn. Like maybe if the self striping was like a little bit further away, although I still like how it turned out with the um, fairly short stripes um, of the Hirschner's worsted yarn. I got. No, it's very easy. So basically, what you do is basically after your first row of um, double crochet, you're alternating rows of, um, or you're doing uh, rows of basically double crochet and uh, back post up crochet. So if you feel comfortable doing a back post up crochet, it's very very easy um, to do. And this is how mine looks. So with because you're alternating when you do your rows of double crochets, um, you're gonna get this kind of like scaly but diamondy kind of look. It does have a slight tendency to curl, not on the outside edges, but the bottom of the top. But yeah, if I'm ever doing a stitch, it's not hard. I don't really do the hard stitches. Well, I guess a lot of them I can technically, but it's not something I do often. In the video I um, sent you of the hat holder, um, that's the stitch that she uses. I had looked at other stitches that I could maybe do a different hat holder with, but I just wasn't liking them as much. Like this is really just like the perfect stitch um, for um, for it. So there's a full tutorial like in her explanation. It's 2/8 yarn and a size 6 hook. Very see through. Ooh, ooh, that sounds nice. Like there's so many times that I like wish I used or liked or needed shawls, and I'm just like not the person. Of like when I look at them and like see other people's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work, and I'm just like I, I just those types of things aren't used. I just don't get to appreciate them that much. So I don't make things like that as much. I'm always really jealous when I see some beautiful shawl that someone made. I oh my gosh, they fuck up my. Okay, they're filling my picture. I was like, did they again? I have so many problems. I've had so many problems with this particular um, doctor and they get calling in my prescriptions. I just mess. Give him two friend at church. That's nice. That's so great. Okay, so we're about to have pug drop in a second. Oh, okay. That's a move right there. They're like, just, I see you're gonna try to play this puck right there. Like, no, no, you're not. Okay, so looks like there's a penalty for Carolina. He is glued to him. Okay, glove save by Anderson. I don't really know what Aho went in for. I think they're just, I don't really know what that was for. Okay, man and a half left in the penalty count. I was like, oh, look at that guy. He's doing having like a little, not necessarily like a breakaway, but I was like, oh, cool. And then I was like, oh, that's an Ottawa player. They're playing in black right now. I'm so confused by the colors. They literally look exactly alike from the last two games with their alternate jerseys. Like there's so many Canes bodies just like right there. They're like, you're not getting past this, friend. And like, where's the rest of the senators line? Like, where is everybody else? They're just like leaving you out there, friend. Just kidding, we're not friends. Carolina really is just like not playing around. He didn't mean to hit him in the head. What the fuck? Legal checking to the head. I don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't agree with it. What the fuck? Okay, so now we have a penalty to kill. I don't like that call. I don't like that call at all. Good job, Marty. Get it out of there. And the half left. Power play. Or sorry, penalty go. Wow, there's so many cans on them. It's like you would not know that they have someone in the box. We have tied shots on goal at 10, which seems crazy because I feel like the Canes have been putting more pressure on him, but maybe just what's been able to actually get to Hallmark. Oh, we have a breakaway. Oh, damn it. Oh, Jarby, you were so close. They knocked you over. Okay, 30 seconds left of the penalty kill. And 13 seconds left of the penalty. I don't know if you all, if you're in the Facebook group Arden Frutas, I shared, someone put together a pattern that's like a purse that looks like a lava lamp, and it looks so cool. And the thing is, I know I could make it. I know that if I made it for myself, I would like never use like, so I don't really carry purses. Um, but I could like sell it, but also I wouldn't need to buy that person's pattern to sell it because I think I could make those things myself. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, stealing someone's idea and like making it and selling it. I don't know. It doesn't feel right, but I don't know. But it's a very cool pattern. Okay, so we have 13 minutes left of the second period. Uh, All players are out on the ice. We're at full strength, I guess. But I've been seeing a lot of people's predictions for the Stanley Cups, and some of them are so wild. Like, so wild that I just like I can't understand. Like there were quite a few that I've seen that like had the Senators being Carolina, which of course I hope is not true. But that would mean Carolina wins in I mean loses in first round, and that's pretty unheard of. It's like because people have seen Carolina not doing well, like able to push past the conference finals for several years. That they're like, oh well, they can't win anything. It's like, well, you know that they do make it pretty far every year, just they haven't been able to go all the way. So with that, people kind of just tend to like chronically underestimate the Canes, um, which like hopefully the players on the other team will underestimate the Canes and will just spank them. Um, but the craziest prediction that I saw was literally okay. Y'all need to get ready because this is wild. Someone did a bracket where the Canes beat the Eastern Conference. So, like that's not the craziest thing. We hope to see it, right? Beat the Eastern Conference, go to the Stanley Cup Finals. Who they predicted to play against the Kings in the Stanley Cup Finals were the Los Angeles Kings. Now, I predicted this just because this person is in LA and that's their favorite team, and so they want them to do that. Um, that is the wildest fucking bracket I've ever seen. Also, they had the Kings beating the Kings in the Stanley Cup final. Squeeze me what? How? Like one of the worst teams, the most inconsistent teams, and I mean, I guess they're consistently not great. Uh, and the Kings. Oh, did Canes get too many men? Yes. Okay, so now we're going to have another Ottawa penalty. So this is their Ottawa power play. So this is the Canes' third penalty in this second period. Like Jesus, like what? But yeah, can you imagine a world where the Los Angeles Kings beat the Carolina Hurricanes this year in the Stanley Cup final? If you can, I'd go get checked. Something's happening. Because that would also mean that the Kings beat the Avalanche in the first round. Oh, we get another penalty for the Kings. What's happening here? So it's gonna be 5-on-3. Hooking. a minute and a half long. uh, 5-on-3. So this is a pretty dangerous position. Okay, 50 seconds left of the 5-on-3 left. $24 seconds left. Okay, 10 seconds left. I'm glad that wasn't tripping. It looked could have been tripping. 20 seconds left. Okay, 2, 1. Okay, back to full strength. Excellent, because those 5-on-3s, it's like it almost always feels like a guarantee. Okay, a little over 7 minutes left in the second period. Like words, meh. See, I also think the Dodgers are playing today. Okay, Dodgers finished their game 3-0 Giants. Hey, clock. wonder if our counselors should talk to each other. I just saw your message in the general chat. Okay, so let's see. A little under 7 minutes left in the second period. Carolina is still up by one. Yes, it is. Yeah, I think. I mean, I think the alpine stitch is so beautiful. I like how dense it is. I wish it didn't curl as much because even when I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious about having my stitches be a little bit looser so it doesn't put so much tension. Oh, that Anderson save was so good. Um, but yeah, I just wish it didn't curl as much because that's so annoying. And it does take a little bit longer to build up your height because you're doing those back post stitches. That looks so cute. 5 minutes left in the second. Boom, right over the head. Okay, come on, boys. Let's widen that gap. Make it a little bit easier for us. The rest of the game, that'd be pretty sweet. We don't have to. It's not a nail biter. Oh no, they scored. Oh, poop. Okay, so now we're at about 4 minutes left in the second, tied at one. Nope, fight. Nope. Oh, I thought they were saying Euler is just like really weird, but there's an Eller uh, over on the other team. That makes sense. I was like, wait, why are they saying his names like weird? I've heard like Oilers and Wheelers with Eller. Not even like an S in the end. It's weird. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Yes! Fuck yeah! Bow, 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 bow. Hell yeah. Okay, so now we have a little over 2 minutes left in the second. Both in the past 2 minutes of play, both Carolina and Ottawa have scored. So now the score is 2-1 with Carolina leading. Oh, a very quick answer. Quick, quick. They just took away all that momentum that Ottawa really well done. Yes, very. I just, yeah. I mean, when that happens to your team, uh, you know, that they take away the momentum that another team could have. I mean, it's game can be game changing. So love to see it, and that shuts the crowd right up. It looks like as well, and I mean that also is a big part of playing at home. I saw this thing. They were talking about Game 3 for the Senators and Canes, and someone was like asking this person who talks about, so I don't know if a podcast or um, what it was, but it was the the question was like, is the series basically over for the Senators? And it's like you don't know if the series is truly over until you've lost at home. And so because this is the first game for Senators at home, we'll have to see what that means because if you don't have the crowd behind you, if the crowd behind you isn't enough for you to tip a win, then that means a lot. Okay, so Ottawa Ottawa has a power play. How when did that happen? I don't even like. There's so much happening. I can't even keep track. Oh man, if someone was right there, could have been something different. 25 seconds left in the second. Or you killing a penalty the whole time as well. Lori, were you around when I was talking about someone's like playoff bracket or Canes and Stanley Cup final, and how absolutely wild everything would have to be for it to end up that way? Okay, so they're at the end of the second period. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Sometimes you see people's brackets and you're like, like anything can happen in the playoffs and it can be real crazy, but you're just like, it's the some really wild things would have to happen for certain people's uh, brackets to occur. So not so just but that many, yeah, exactly. And I know that like when I don't bet on anything. I don't bet on sports, but I also know that when you're betting, it's more favorable to bet on like the least likely scenario, because you can have the potential to win more money. But there's a reason it's the least likely scenario, uh, and so you have to like think about those. So like, yeah, thinking about everything that would have to happen for the Kings to make it to the Stanley Cup final and win against anyone in the Stanley Cup final is just, I mean, it'd be cool if they did, but Oh wow, they said that the arena just booed the Senators off the list. Yeah, that's what they just said. Mhm. I love Jennifer Coolidge. And like, what's even crazier, I just thinking even crazier about them being booed away by their own fans is like, it's like they scored in that period, and like, granted, like, yeah, they didn't score on any of their power plays, um, and yeah, Carolina scored as well. But it's like, it's just like, I feel like it's so mean to boo your own team. Like, I just, I can't imagine. Okay, so third period has started, so I kind of just like zoned out. No problem. You gotta eat. I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat too. That's what I kind of was like looking at, like doing something. Okay. In the D zone, let's see what we can make happen. A little bit of nothing. Turnover. Okay. So while you were gone, Amy, the Senators and the Canes scored. in rapid succession. Basically, gave them like 30 seconds to celebrate, and then we scored on them. So it's just going to shut up the whole arena. Okay, so I'm gonna keep watching the game offline and in Discord, but I'm probably um, gonna go and log off of YouTube for a little bit. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a good night. Talk to you later.